says I have to pickle it, or if I could just hit this with a hand tool. I love the way the bottom looks. It is the 180 bucks. I did explain to him that listen, it's a low offer. Let's see the silver. I want to show them it's six 20 gram bars and those 3 generic ones. Yeah, I'll go. Here's that for you. Yeah, guys, check it out. Thank you, brother. You're sure you're all good? You know I'm gonna go and try and, huh?
You're good?
I'm good, yeah. Guys, I came home and did a little bit of research, and it turns out we came up on some vintage silver bars. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Fresh Roots AU. Cars, glass, gold, silver, you name it, we're gonna have it on this channel going forward. So I wanna thank all of you guys for sticking around with. To be honest with you, it's been a rocky road this last year, from the AMG to the house sale to coming here to San Diego, but we're here, we made it. And we finally got a little studio set up so we can kind of do some artwork, some glass work, some silver and gold pours. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I picked up some pure gold and silver shot. The plan is to start pouring some cool silver and gold bars and things like that and stamping them and selling them, kind of having my own little brand of gold and silver bars, guys, along with my glass art, and just kind of having a little bit of fun with it. But my first silver pour, it didn't go so well. As you can see, those 2 chunks there at the bottom, I thought it was gonna be a lot easier, guys. I got into it, I heated it up, I did everything, right? I did it all by myself too, kind of didn't even film it. I just wanted to like focus on it, and I didn't get a good pour. So I don't think, I didn't get enough heat in the crucible. I maybe didn't have enough borax in there, didn't have it glazed enough. Today we're gonna do it together. I'm gonna film it. If it fails, it fails. We're gonna have it on film, and maybe I can get some advice from you guys. I am new to silver pouring. I have poured some gold in the past when I was making gold grills. Here, let me grab one of my gold grill caps that I made back in the day. Look at this thing, huh? So I was making these back in the day, so I was really getting into pouring gold. I didn't do too many of them, but I did do enough to kind of sort of understand that. I'm not using the same equipment as I was using. We were casting ourselves, so we weren't sending it out to cast or anything like that. We were literally melting the gold and casting ourselves in-house. So I did do a lot of that, but now I'm using a Smith mini torch. I don't know if I need to increase the heat, or if I just didn't heat it up long enough again, or if I didn't pour enough borax in the crucible. Today we're gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna bring you guys along for the journey. So stay tuned, it's gonna be a fun one, and check out the new view, guys. Downtown San Diego, absolutely beautiful. Anyways, guys, let's hit the road. Ladies and gents, so we made it here to my workshop studio. I know it looks like a storage shed, but it's not. It's like a workshop area. This dude does like upholstery. These guys sell like cell phone cases, and next door to me, this guy actually makes custom guitars and basses. We'll talk to them eventually when they're here and around and stuff, but for now, we got some things to do, guys. We're gonna be pouring some silver. I'm gonna get out my crucible and show you kind of what I think happened last time, and we're gonna try it again. We're gonna see what we can do. All right, guys, got the camera set up here just a little bit. I'm filming on my new Sony EV110 too. Let me pop open. You know, it's got this really cool thing where I can open up the screen so I can kind of maybe see how what you guys are seeing. So let me flip that open right there. See if you guys can see what we're working with here. Here's my old crucible. You know what? I just bought a porcelain tile that I'm gonna lay down over the wood. Here's some borax, and so let me grab that tile and let's put that tile over, get some of these little glass bits out of the way. All right, we got this big old tile we wanna lay down. So here's the original crucible, and I definitely see there's some silver still left in there. I don't think I glazed it properly, so we're gonna try it again. It might be this crucible is too big. Also, have a smaller one here. Maybe we just go in for the smaller one, huh? What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm trying to think, should I glaze this one up a little bit more with the borax and then try it again? Or do we just go ahead and start with a fresh? I'll show you guys my molds, which are really cool molds, to be honest with you. Here they go. I got some smaller ones for gold, but here's my molds that I've been using or planned to use for silver. I was trying to pour into this one, but obviously that didn't work out. Then I tried to pour into that one, that didn't work, and we'll see what happens, guys. Check that out. We'll give it a try. You know what? We're gonna scratch this crucible. I'm gonna go ahead and retire this crucible for now. We'll maybe use it sometime in the future when I get a little more experience, but I'm thinking this crucible is too big. It doesn't fit properly in this holder that I have, so we're gonna go ahead and just use a fresh, brand new crucible, guys. We're gonna start this one from scratch. We're gonna try this out. Again, we're gonna try this out together. We're gonna glaze this all with borax really properly. I've seen a bunch of videos on how to do that, so we'll start with doing that first. And again, in case any of you guys are wondering, safety is paramount. We have an exhaust fan here set up. We have a fire extinguisher, and we have a P100 mask that we'll be wearing, which is kind of over the top, I would say, for sure. But then again, because we're in pretty much an open garage, we're exhausting right out into the open air, so we're pretty good on ventilation here, guys. I do glass blowing in this studio also, so ventilation is paramount. We got it all set up in here already. So we're gonna go ahead and start by glazing up this ceramic crucible, and we'll start there, guys. Got the borax, and we'll fire up the Smith Mini torch, and we'll pretty much just start by glazing up. Make sure this is in here right. Make sure we kind of know what we're gonna end up doing. I don't know, I wanna do a bar. I just don't know. That was my initial plan. There we go. See, this thing's snug in here nicely, and I like how that's sitting in there. It's sitting in there a lot better than that bigger one. So we'll go ahead and go with this smaller one. I don't know, do you think that bar, this one's too big? I wanna go like 10 grams of silver, so let me go grab my silver too. All right, guys, just grabbed my silver. We got some pure silver shot right there, and then we got my first attempt right here. These two little pieces from that big crucible that didn't pour out, I thought. So let's see, would they fit? I don't know, would they fit into that one? Or are we thinking this smaller one here maybe? That might be too much for that smaller one. Might be too much for this coin one too. So thinking we're gonna go into this one, guys. We're gonna see how it turns out. We're gonna weigh this out to just a tear over 10 grams, just in case we lose any. But the plan is we wanna try to get a 10-gram bar, guys. So let's see, let me get the scale. We'll weigh out 10 grams and then we'll kind of set that aside, and we'll start by glazing. Again, we'll glaze this up with the borax. Got this super precise scale here. Goes down to the 0.00, so we got 8 grams there. We got a little over 10 grams. We got 10.8. We got 10.8 right there. So we'll start with that. We'll see if we can get, we'll see what the return is. We'll see if any gets left in here, because I know the first time I used it, and I could already see little silver bits stuck in here. So I definitely lost some. So hopefully we don't lose any in this smaller one. We glaze it properly with the borax. But we got 10.8. We're starting with 10.8. What's happening?
Can you hear me, man?
Yeah. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna turn the camera off real quick. Okay, we just had to go help the upholstery guy just lift up a chair real quick. He popped his head in here and asked me if I could help himself. Of course, dude. And turns out, dude, he's been here since 1983. How crazy is that? I couldn't believe it. That's insane. We'll go check out his shop. It's crazy. He does all sorts of upholstery for cars. And he doesn't even know that I'm a car guy yet. He has no idea. I've only pulled up to this place, obviously, in my 1997 Saturn, so nobody really knows. But we'll definitely pop in over there, man. He's a good guy. You know, he's been working hard. So that's pretty cool. So anyways, guys, let's get back to the silver pour. Okay, so all the neighbors seem super chill, but dude, I gotta get this done. I haven't been able to glaze this ceramic crucible yet, guys. So we're gonna get to it right now. And I mean, seriously, if any of them pop in, I'm just gonna have to, because I just ran out of battery on my last one. So I'm gonna have to tell them, hey, look, listen, I'll come chop it up with you guys in a second. I gotta get this done. All right, guys, I hope you can see good. We got the Smith Mini torch we're gonna fire up. All right, hey. I'm not bad, I'm not mad. See if he says I have to pickle it or if I could just hit this with a hand tool and clean it up a bit. But while I was sitting here doing this, one of the neighbors came by, the dude that does the furniture, and he had a whole bunch of sterling, dude. He had a bunch of sterling and he even had some silver bars. And he's like, do you want to buy these? And so listen, I took a look at the silver bars. It was 6 20-gram bars, so 120 grams, and then 2 1-ounces. And there was just like another one that I didn't want, but he said he'll throw it in also. He said, make me an offer. And I said, 180 bucks. He's cool with it. So it's like $300 in melt value, guys. So we are gonna go down to the bank right now. We're gonna get that and we're gonna come back and we're gonna snag that up. How cool is that? Silver gods are looking down on us today, boys. This thing is so cool. I almost don't want to sell it. Look at the cast. I love when you can see a cast bar like this. Look at this thing. Super cool. Super cool, guys. Ooh. This thing came out super cool. Just got to figure out how to get rid of the borax right there on the outside, but I love the way the bottom looks. I love that just traditional cast bar look. I got to figure out how to get this little bit of borax off the top. I know I can pickle solution it, but I don't want to like ruin my ripples or anything, so I'm just going to wait for my pal that has a lot more experience in this to kind of let me know what the play is. I'm liking it. Let me know what you guys think. And I just picked up some cash because the neighbor over here that makes the furniture, he came over, he saw I was doing some silver work, kind of broke it all down to him. And next thing I know, he brings over some 20-gram silver bars and he brought over a few silver ounces. He said, would you want to buy these or would you make me an offer on these? I said, sure would. And I explained to him the whole deal. We're gonna go over there, walk over there. I told him I'll give him 180 bucks for it. 6.8 ounces. And I already called my dealer and he already told me he'll give me 50 an ounce on it tomorrow. So we're gonna go and make that trip up there tomorrow. But for now, we're gonna walk over there right now. We're gonna go buy some silver, guys. Go see what we got going on. All right, there it is, the 180 bucks. I did explain to him that it's a low offer. You know, you could probably get more if you go do it yourself or whatever. But at the end of the day, listen, there is a risk. I'm not selling this till tomorrow. We don't know what's gonna happen with the price of silver, but I feel pretty comfortable at what I'm paying. I think I'm paying like, I don't know, we'll figure out what the math is that I'm paying, and but I think we're pretty good. Yeah, guys, I just did the math. I mean, we're paying like 26 bucks an ounce. So let's go do it. Let's go make that happen. It's gonna be my first like official flip, my first official silver buy and flip. It's definitely been something I've been wanting to get into, even with scrap and stuff like that. So let's do it here on the channel, guys. Let's go and do our very first one right now. I've been telling them I'm gonna you know, show them the whole process, right? So here it is, as promised, 180 bucks, and it is, let's see the silver. I want to show them it's six 20-gram bars and those 3 generic 1 ounces. He's on hold. He's doing on a little phone call, but this is his little shop. Makes like custom doors and furniture and all sorts of cool stuff. Yeah, guys, pretty hyped on this one.
You want to lay this
all right,
out?
guys, there it is. Yeah, I'll go. Here's that for you. Yeah, guys, check it out. We got some generic, I think this is a generic 1 ounce. Got another 1 ounce bar right there. Got that other third 1 ounce. And then these are the 6 20-gram bars right there. So we'll go lay them out over on the bench table, but nonetheless, thank you, brother. You're sure you're all good? You know I'm gonna go and try and, huh?
You're good?
I'm good, yeah. I got to do a little bit of work, but I'm gonna make some money. Yeah, okay, that's for damn sure. He already said he'll take them.
Okay.
I called my first guy, and I'm gonna be honest with you. My first guy's like, I'm not buying silver. He's like, it is way too high. I got way too much of it. I am not buying any more silver. So, and then I was like, oh boy, I already promised you. So I was already locked in. But I appreciate it, man. And I'm gonna put it on my channel tomorrow. I'm gonna drive up there to Del Mar and try to make a couple bucks, man.
Okay.
All right, I appreciate it, dude. Thanks. Let me know if you ever want to sell those bigger ones. I'm telling you, maybe if you ever want to sell them, I'll make you an offer. So you think about it. All right, cool, man. I appreciate it again. Thank you. All right, guys, there you have it. That's how you get a little silver buy done. I think I might even put up a little sign out here or make some cards that I buy in gold and silver, and they can come up here. They can pull up to the shop, and we'll weigh it out, and we'll make them a cash offer. That's pretty much what happened here. He brought these over, determined what they were, added up what the silver amount was. He threw in some extras. He even threw in some sterling. That's what he was just talking about, the silverware, to see if I can melt this down and maybe pour it into a bar, but I think I might just keep these. I think they're kind of cool. This one's like dated. Get it to focus there. Yeah, look at that. It's like dated 1963, so that's just cool, right? Susan L or something. I mean, come on, that's pretty sweet. So I might just keep these in the collection for a bit, and or we might just bring them to the shop tomorrow in Del Mar. I might even just see what those are worth, but here we go, guys. This is a, what does this say? Happy New Year. This is a 1974 Happy New Year. Oh man, we might have to look some of these up tonight to see if any of them are actually worth a couple bucks. It's got like some Some toning going on in the back. Definitely got some weird toning going on with that one. Here's a nice, this one's cool looking, huh? Nice one there. So that's another 1 ouncer right there. So we got this 1 ounce, we got that 1 ounce. See, this is the one I was like, I don't even want this one, but he's like, I'll just throw it in. It seems, I think this is a 1 ounce as well. Let's see, it doesn't say actually, it's not stamped. So we're not sure on what that is. We'll see, we'll check on that later. And then here are these are kind of neat. Get that to focus there. These are all little 20-gram silver bars, right? So 3/9's fine. There's one right there. Is this a Canadian? Oh, that's cool. Canadian 20 grams. There's 20, 40. Here's one. I think this is like I saw one, I think it was from Peru. Here's a Mexico 20. One is an Australian 20. That's pretty cool. The silver mint from Peru. I think we had 2 of those ones, huh? Oh, and this is a USSA. Huh, the silver mint USSA. Nonetheless, we got 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, plus these 2. And I think this is a 1 ounce silver. Nonetheless, guys, I think we're still okay, even if this is not included. I think we're still all right on these right here. Okay, so not including this one, which we'll get it tested tomorrow over at the gold bullion shop. We'll see exactly, let's see if we can get this thing to focus. We'll see what it is. I don't think it's a 1 ounce. I don't find out. We'll see what it is. We'll also see if we can get a price on the sterlings. But for sure, we're okay, guys. We're like a little over 30 bucks for what we paid for right here per ounce. And I already called my dealer and he said he'll do 50 on it for sure. So these are just kind of the bonus extras right here, but we know we're good on these right here. So stay tuned for tomorrow's episode. I'm not the biggest silver stacker. I do have some silver, but I'm more of a gold stacker, guys. So if you know, you know. I do like to pour silver though. I'm not gonna pour, you know, I don't want to make these into shot. Although I could save this. I could melt it down and pour it and make it in my own gold or my own silver shot. But I got a good connection. Super stoked. Not a bad buy. Let me know what you think. Do you think we did a good buy on this? 180 for these right here, and this is a bonus. We'll see tomorrow, I guess, right? All right, guys, I came home and did a little bit of research, and it turns out we came up on some vintage silver bars, guys. These are all from the 70s. It turns out that this is a set. This is a 6-piece set from the Silver Mint, and it was every silver producing nation at the time in 1973. I believe they came out in 1973. Based on my research so far, that's what it is telling me, which is really cool, guys. And then you got this one coming in. See if we can get that to focus, from the Madison Mint, and it's a New Year's bar from 1974. I'm gonna save this one for the last because I think it's super cool. Another one we have right here is from the Hamilton Mint. These came in 1 ounce and ½ ounce. I thought this was a 1 ounce, but it's not. This is the ½ ounce version. This is a 1976 silver medallion. It is actually, it's super fine, but it does have the 999 fine silver on here somewhere. Let's see if we can find it. It was so hard for me to see it earlier, but it is indeed on there. It is the 39's fine silver. You could barely see it. It's so hard. Anyways, it is on there, and this is just a super cool piece too, guys. Check this thing out. Look at that. The Sea of Love from the Hamilton Mint. So this is a little collector's piece too, but the coolest one is this one. I did the research on this. This is a Rarities from the Rarities Refining Co. in Anaheim, and these guys actually went out of business. But the cool thing is they actually used to they used to mint silver bars for Disney and stuff out there in Anaheim. The dude is like the guy that was the founder. His name's like Ian Thompson or something. I'll have to look it up and verify exactly what his name is, but he ended up like shutting down the mint back in the day. Now these are vintage, they're like sought after bars, guys, so people are actually looking for these and they're paying a premium. So I decided I'm not selling the lot. I'm keeping this lot. I'm just gonna keep this lot. It's just gonna be like my I don't know what you want to call it, the furniture guy haul. You know, this is just gonna be a really cool memory for me because it just kind of, I mean, that was unbelievable. We're out here doing our silver pours. We're talking about silver to this dude, come over, one of the neighbors, making the furniture. Super cool guy, gets to talking, says he's got some silver. I didn't know he had the silver right then and there, and he ends up bringing it over. Says he'd want to take cash. Like, do I buy silver? I said, yeah, sure. I mean, I would make you a cash offer, you know, if you needed me to or whatever. It's definitely something I've been wanting to get into, is buying, you know, buying gold, making that offer. Not, I listen, I made him a pretty low offer because it's not something that I actually really do. But now that I'm going to get into it, might have to figure out like what a proper margin is. But anyways, guys, I offered this guy like half of melt because I really didn't know what these were. I had no idea if this was even silver. So I took a risk there myself, gave him the cash. He understood what it was. I made sure he understood and kind of was like cool with the deal. Turns out these are some really cool pieces. I'm just going to go ahead and add to my collection. I'm not going to sell these, not going to melt these down or anything like that. I'm just going to save these. I think they're super, super cool now that I know what they are. So these are going to go into the silver collection. I mean, at the end of the day, I paid like, I hate to say it, but I paid like 30 bucks an ounce on these, and melt today is 53. So it's absolute. This is the steal of the century. This is the silver lot buy of the century again. Honestly, I paid less than 30 bucks an ounce. I paid 180 bucks for this entire lot right here. Plus he threw in some silver sterling pieces. I thought they were sterling, but they're not. They're actually, it's called international silver. So it's like a silver plated, but nonetheless, guys, what a steal. Let me do the math and see what the actual price is on just these alone. Yep, this officially has to go down as the silver haul of the century, guys. I paid $28.30 an ounce for this haul, and it's vintage silver. I mean, this, honestly, it has to go down in the record books for this year. It just has to. This is insane, and this is definitely going to stay in the collection. Now I'm like attached to the pieces. It's just so cool. It's like a conversation now. So yeah, what a haul, guys. Absolutely stoked. I got to end it on that note. I am exhausted. I'm going to go thank the dude tomorrow, and he actually said he's got some more silver laying around. So we'll go and talk to him and see if we can't get our hands on some more silver, guys. What a steal. Look at this piece. I mean, these are all actually super cool to me now. It's insane how quickly that changed. I was ready to sell them for less than melt tomorrow. I was ready to go. So not anymore, guys. Unbelievable haul. Again, this is the silver haul of 2025 without a doubt. 180 bucks for over 6 ounces, 28 bucks and 30 cents an ounce. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. Today's literally like a record high day too for silver. So yeah, unbelievable haul. Super stoked, guys. What a blessing. Have a good night, guys. We'll catch you tomorrow. Much love. Just in case I don't get this edited up, you know, tonight or tomorrow, because I'm exhausted, but I'm going to try to get this one up tonight. Today is November 13th, guys. I mean, it's like silver's over 50 bucks an ounce, and we got this at 28.30. This is the silver haul of the year for sure, guys. Super stoked on it. We got vintage pieces. Whew. Anyways, all right. We'll catch you tomorrow. Much love.